This is the Israeli Galaxy ship being attacked by a helicopter by the Yemeni government. This helicopter is filled with men armed to the teeth with firearms. And just a few feet away from the ship is where I'm located. And I plan on somehow getting on that same ship that's being heavily guarded by multiple armed men.
I don't know if they let people on, but I'm gonna do my best because I've came a long way to get here.
It took 18 hours of sitting on a plane just to get to Cairo, Egypt. And after that, I still had to board a second flight heading from Egypt to Yemen just to arrive to the capital, Sana'a.
For your own safety and comfort, please remain seated.
Dude, it's so hot in here.
Now the ship is in a place called Al-Hodeidah, which is far from the capital, Sana'a. And since I was exhausted from being on the planes, the first day not much happened. I just went to the hotel, slept, and got ready to start driving towards Al-Hodeidah. Now beginning our drive from the capital, Sana'a, towards Al-Hodeidah, we were quickly met with the checkpoint. Something to keep in mind that's insane. When you're in Yemen, you'll always drive by a checkpoint every 8 minutes. So this was the first of many checkpoints. And not even 5 minutes later, we see the second one. Knowing that the trip from the capital, Sana'a, to Al-Hodeidah is going to take 6 hours, we kept in mind that we were most likely going to drive by around 48 checkpoints, which is insane. For the most part, driving through checkpoints is a smooth process and you shouldn't be stopped at all, especially knowing it's 7 a.m. and no one has the energy to stop you. Also on this trip, I decided to drive because unlike America, which is what I'm used to, there's pretty much no rules in Yemen, no speed limits or anything, so I thought it'd be fun. I also brought 4 locals with me because I didn't believe it's safe to travel through these mountains and terrains alone, even though I kind of speak the language. After driving by checkpoints, brick houses, thousands of feet high in the air roads, I realized this drive is going to be a lot more interesting than I had thought, and also dangerous at certain points. As you can see, we still got 165 kilometers, equivalent to 102 miles left until we get to Al-Hodeidah. But I wanted to acknowledge something really important that you'll see pretty much everywhere throughout Yemen. The thing is, throughout Yemen, you'll see this sign with 5 lines of text, and here is their translation.
Basically says, God is good, death to America, death to Israel, curse Jews, and victory for Islam.
You'll see it written everywhere, on mountains, houses, schools, and everywhere else that you look. Now, based on my stay in Yemen, I came to find out they don't hate Americans. They hate America. They don't hate Jews. They hate those of them that kicked out the Palestinians out of their houses. By the way, I'm not here to justify, I'm only explaining. And with that being said, Al-Hodeidah isn't far from Sana'a, but due to the narrow roads of Yemen and the insane amount of checkpoints, it takes about 5 hours. So let me explain to you really quickly what happened in the first 3 hours. We drove on mountains so high that we were literally driving above clouds. We got to see the hard-working women of Yemen. We drove past a market that's so chaotic with people and sheep in the middle of the road. We seen villages that were so high up in the mountain that I have no clue how they come back down to society. And we got to enjoy a beautiful scenery drive along the way. And just a couple seconds later, we finally started seeing the Palestine flag. And that is really important to recognize because that's the reason the ship was stolen in the first place. The Yemeni government took over the ship because it supported Israel. Then I just started slamming the gas, trying to get there as fast as possible until I noticed camels. And they suggested for me to go and try the camel milk.
Camel milk is good.
I guess since we're in Yemen, might as well. So let's go do that first before continuing our drive towards the ship.
We still have an hour left till we get to Hodeidah. And we just found a bunch of camels over here, and he's gonna try to get milk in his bottle. So we're gonna buy camel milk from this guy. Each bottle costs 1,000 riyal, which is like $2. So he's gonna go milk the camel right now. عجبينك؟ So I think what makes this milk weirder than any other milks that I've tried, like cow milk, is that it's really warm and it has like a weird taste. Almost smells like camel hair. Good.
Now that we're done drinking camel milk, I'm driving as fast as I can to get to Al-Hodeidah, and we only got 29 kilometers to go, and that's when we started seeing some of the destruction that's been happening to this country. 17 kilometers to go, we're starting to see a checkpoint that was halfway destroyed. And eventually, after driving for hours and hours, we finally reached Al-Hodeidah. And this here is a welcome sign. It says, "Welcome to Al-Hodeidah." So yeah, I guess we're here. They have so many of these donkeys just driving on the road. And things now are getting real. Here I'm about to cross the checkpoint for the Yemen Red Sea port. And as you can see, they have the Palestine flag over there. So I wanted to ask them where the ship was. Maybe it's because I speak the language, but no one seems to be concerned that I'm asking for directions towards a ship. They straight up told me without any concern. Anyways, you're never gonna believe what happened next. Since Al-Hodeidah borders the ocean, we decided to swim really quickly since it's so hot. But then, that's when we met someone really important that works for the government. And he basically told us,
Basically what that guy said is that they're gonna go on the ship to chew this type of drug that's allowed here in Yemen. It's like a part of their tradition. It's called gat. So he told us that we could go and join him. It's allowed here.
the effect of gat is 3 times less than weed, but it's supposed to make you feel relaxed.
So right now we're gonna go buy it and go on the ship to chew with them.
So then we headed to go buy gat.
We're over here buying gas to go and chew on the ship. This is Hodeidah's biggest gat shop.
After buying gas, we decided to head towards the ship again. And here's the final 2 checkpoints. As you can see, there's a Palestinian flag. They raise it just as high as the Yemeni flag. And the last checkpoint almost looks like a secret entrance. Look at this. Anyways, we got past it, and that's when we first started noticing the ship. And bro, it's huge. This thing is massive. So I parked the car right in front of it, which is crazy to say. And then I got out and changed to my hoodie.
They hijacked it by helicopter and brought it here in Hodeidah, Yemen. And let me tell you, I'm gonna get on that ship no matter what.
So since the ship is far away, the only way to get on it is by taking these small boats, which means these fishermen have found a new side hustle. They take 8 people on their boat towards the ship at a time. And since it was so crowded and I didn't want anyone, I decided to pay for the whole boat.
So all those people have to pay 1,000 rial to go on the ship. I don't know if they let people on, but I'm gonna do my best because I've came a long way to get here. You can see that they put the Yemen flag on there already, Palestine flag, and you can even see people walking aboard on it. Look at that, a bunch of people are guarding it. Holy shit. We're literally right under the ship. You can see just how huge it is. Basically, a bunch of people are now visiting the ship. As you can see behind me. That's the gate for the cars. As you can see, they have a long part of it. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to record, but I'm going to be doing it anyway. It's actually really hard getting on. I'm trying my best. Look how big it is. All these people are trying to get off. Look at this. That was the gate for the cars. It's way bigger than I thought. It's really hot. Look, there's one. Holy shit. This is one of the biggest ships I've been on my whole life. Again, a bunch of tourists are getting on here. The ship has only been here a couple days and it's already full of trash. Just look at all that. But one thing though, it's really hot over here. Like extremely hot. Look at all these kids. It's basically a tourist attraction. The ship is also 11 stories high. Right now we're gonna try and go all the way to the top. I don't know if it's allowed, but we've been doing things without knowing anyways. Dude, what the hell? We're just literally on it, and it's really easy to get on. Look at this. Right now we're all the way on top, and it's the craziest thing ever. Look at this. Taking selfies next to it. People are just getting on it, and we even have people chilling all the way over there. Someone also drying their pants over there. So right now we're all the way on top of the ship. This is the highest you could go, and to be honest, it wasn't really that hard getting in. And they only have one motive of stealing this, and that's trying to protect the people of Palestine, because they've been getting killed for no reason. So that's their way of trying to help their fellow humans. There's a bunch of people here with a bunch of guns, bro. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Pretty much everyone here has a gun. Just a part of cultural to have a gun. They're not using it or anything. And most people here that have guns are civilians, to be honest. They're not even soldiers. Look how small those ships are compared to this one.
The ship is actually really crowded because a bunch of people are coming here to see it in person. And in the captain area, you can see people there as well. I believe they're the people in charge. And you can even see some of them in the closed off rooms, which I accidentally opened. Bro, that startled me so bad I had to close it right away.
So right now I have to go pee. I'm gonna try to go find the bathroom. That's the bathroom. So this here is the bathroom. There's a bunch of razors, water bottle, and a bucket. Huh?
Bro, that guy was so nice. He literally gave us his blankets that he sleep on in the ship to sit on. So we sat there and chewed on some gat for hours until someone came and kicked us out because apparently visiting hours are over.
Alright, so now it's nighttime. They're kicking everyone out the ship. As you can see, all the other boats have their lights on. So now we're heading out. We're going down just like we came up. There's nobody here but us. It seems like we're the last people on the ship, which is why he had to find us and kick us out. Alright, that was the end of our journey to the ship. I would appreciate it if the least you could do is subscribe.
The party never ends.